Well, first of all, we're very happy that we're able to come home and win a basketball game. We had been playing pretty good on the road up in Connecticut and of course against Indiana. Didn't play very well at home our opening night, and I thought there were reasons behind that. But then we also lost a couple of players that probably hurt us a lot, and Liz and Hope. But it seems like the group that we started our chemistry with really came together and began to play well. So we had what you call a very good ball game from everyone that played tonight.
You talk about the second half, Nolan. Seemed like you guys came out, went on that run, and then just dominated from there on out.
Well, the thing that we talked about in the dressing room, we were beginning to play one-on-one kind of basketball again. And we had worked all week, all month, trying to get our team to push the ball, get in an up-tempo type game, and give me some cutters. And they were able to start doing that. Now, once they saw that the cutting game was there for them, and it's always there, they ran it. And from a defensive standpoint, when you score, then your defense gets a little bit stickier. I thought our defense was really good tonight.
How big was Lotta in that third quarter?
Well, Lotta was big. Lotta has been big, all season, but not any bigger than she was in that third quarter. I also thought that Peterson was big going down the stretch, and Cheryl Swoops was big going down the stretch. Some of especially the veteran player, and playing, I think, as many minutes as she played tonight. Really proud of her.
Is that as good as you've seen Cheryl?
Yes, she's had, she's played some glimpse of kind of the basketball that I've seen, and again, as I was talking with Cheryl, her minutes will depend on how she feels and how long she's playing and how hard she feels that she can play, and then we can go from there.
After not having Liz on the road turf or the last half of the road trip, she really kind of came into her own there in the end of the third quarter. She was finishing baskets and getting the and ones. Can you just kind of talk about, do you think she's adjusted?
Well, the thing about, no, she's got a ways to go, but I think that, first of all, Liz was to play maybe 2 or 3 minutes each quarter, each quarter, so we could try to feel her way back. She got winded, at times, but it's going to take a little bit of time for Liz to continue to grow. She's a 19-year-old young lady that doesn't quite understand how you got to post up around the glass as opposed to high and being pushed. But she's learning, and she made some great moves. Again, she was winded, but what can you expect for a young lady who's been in the bed for about 2 or 3 days with concussion? That's pretty tough, and so I was just glad to see her be able to come back and play some minutes.
What kind of emotions are associated with this, Nolan? Is it a sense of relief? Is it a sense of satisfaction to finally get that first win?
Well, it's always satisfaction to win your first ball game. As I said before, when you start off on the road out of the first 5 games, it's very difficult with a very young basketball team to come in and win a ball game at home. And this is the second game we've played here. It's really gratifying because the most important thing is for the girls or the ladies not to feel that the work that they've put in doesn't count. And tonight they were able to see and show how much they've been working and how well and how much better we are as a basketball team. We showed that tonight.
It seemed like the intensity was up and that they're very excited about this. Was this a big milestone for this team?
Absolutely. You got to have your first win in order to build on something, and that's a big win for us. But I told our players that don't get too high and never get too low, and we go to the next ball game at 12 midnight tonight. This will be history. The game's over. We got to get prepared for another battle with one of the better teams in the league in Seattle. So now we have to start focusing on the next ball team.